Greetings, my fellow hiker. Today I'm going to be taking you to the backcountry of Sedona, where you're going to get some great views and no tourists. Hi, I'm Brice, the president of Vaucluse, where we love to sweat less and love to explore more. And today I'm going to be taking you on a fantastic hike out here in Sedona, in Arizona. And I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of the gear that we took for this trip that helped us sweat less and explore more. So let's dive in. Today I'm taking you to Munds Mountain Wilderness. It is an 18,150 acre wilderness area in the Coconino National Forest, which is where Sedona is. And it is, as I mentioned, in the state of Arizona. It's immediately southeast, they describe it, of Sedona, between Arizona State Route 179 and Interstate 17. Let's take a look at the hiking trail that I took. You're going to notice that if you've been here or if you think about coming here, more than likely you're going to hear about Chicken Point, and you're going to be hearing about, there's a beautiful Catholic chapel called Chapel of the Holy Cross, and very beautiful, very iconic, because the views that you get are absolutely stunning. The downside of that is it's very accessible to tourists who can just drive there in their own car. They can walk there quite quickly. You don't really need a lot of hiking gear, so it's crowded. If you start on Little Horse Trail, which is what I took, which gets you can take this and you can get to the chapel, and you can get to also the Chicken Point. You can also take a right and go on Jim Bryant Trail, and that's what I took. And you go right while everybody else goes left, and everybody's going to Chicken Point. You are all of a sudden out in the backcountry of Sedona in what's called the Munds Mountain Wilderness. And here it's got some fantastic views. The only downside to this trail is that it'll eventually dead end. And I say it's unfortunate because I usually don't like backtracking. In this instance, it wasn't really that bad because you got great views going one direction, and then when you turn around, you've got other great views that you didn't see because they were behind you and you couldn't really appreciate them. So overall, it was a fantastic hike. Total distance hiked was 4.19 miles. Elevation gain was just under 600 feet, so you don't have to do a lot of climbing up to get a spectacular view. That's kind of the benefit of Sedona. You don't need to be hiking up to peaks to get the view. There are views practically everywhere. It's unbelievable. Total time was just under 3 hours. Now, as I mentioned, I am the president of Vaucluse, and what we love to do is sweat less and explore more. And what I did is I equipped my Osprey backpack. I've got a Talon 22 liter, and as you can see, it already has, quote unquote, some type of mesh and curved frame to somewhat help with the with your sweating and your back heat, etc. I say somewhat. I'm technically lying because it absolutely doesn't help me at all. The frame itself, when you're wearing your back, you're kind of curved anyway. So all of a sudden, it's called airscape. No air is escaping at all. So I equip it with our Cool Dry frame, which is right here. It's a dual frame, which allows for complete separation of about 3/4 of an inch. And it's very soft, it's very light, weighs less than 6 ounces. So you don't really feel it. You don't feel the weight on your back, and you don't really feel it on your back because it's very flexible, and you just attach it in seconds. You've got the loops. It just straps around. It loops around the straps. I'm sorry. And you snap it in a few, probably in less than a minute. And there are some Velcro straps as well. So it's just an accessory to elevate the airflow on your back when you're hiking. So that way, when you are sweating and that heat happens, it's coming, it's going to evaporate. And what we're seeing from the feedback of our customers is you're sweating probably at least 50% less. The temperature on your back is at least 10 degrees cooler, so your core temperature stays more cool. If you want more additional details on how does this work and really like your back is going to be much cooler, just check out our website. We're loading up on stats and feedback and testimonials and all of that stuff. But this was really helpful on the hike. It's not just for hot weather, it's for cold weather. We've got customer reviews from people hiking in the cold, and it allows you to be less prone to hypothermia. And that's where, you know, your temperature, your core temperature drops dramatically when you stop hiking. So you don't want your core temperature going up extremely high when you're hiking with a backpack. You want it to stay level, so that way when you do stop, you don't have that risk of hypothermia. And obviously in the heat, if your core temperature keeps going up higher, you're gonna have to be drinking water. You're gonna be trying to lower your core temperature, so you don't really have to drink so much more water. You're not gonna be sweating as much. So check it out. This is the Cool Dry frame. Really helped on this hike. Details are gonna be right below. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you on the trail. Bye.